All right, guys. I think I'm actually ready to start this thing up here in a minute. Got a couple of little things to do. Of course, spark plug wires got to go back on. Oxygen sensor, which everything I did, none of it required removing the oxygen sensor until that exhaust stud broke. So I had removed it just to give me more room. But I got to put that back on. A couple of little ground wires over here that you remove to get to the better access to the timing belt. Now I'm not going to put any of these braces or anything. Don't have the dust cover on or dust covers. That's just because I want to let it run for 10-15 minutes, checking it for leaks, making sure everything's working good. Because I wouldn't want to put all this back together and then have to take it all back apart because I forgot something or missed something. Threw the battery on the charger this morning again, which I've charged it. This thing's been sitting for 3 months, so probably once a month at least I came and put the charger on it. One other little thing I like to do when I'm reassembling stuff is to come back and just double check where your parts are and see what you got left. So here all I got are those 3 braces, which all will get done after. I do have this little exhaust support bracket, and this little dust cover goes down in the transmission. So no alternator, no power steering pump, but your water pump's turned by your timing belt, and so that's got everything you really need. Probably just for whatever reason, I'll leave the battery charger hooked up so it'll think it's charging while it's running. The exhaust I've just kind of snugged up the bolts. So, and I didn't even put new gaskets yet. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's an exhaust leak there when we start it up. But, all right, let me get these last few things hooked up, and we should be starting it up in a minute. Okay, so I got these wires out of the way, connected those 2 ground wires. This was hanging down. It normally routes right behind here, but just to keep it away from the timing belt, I put it up around the alternator there. So I'm going to go ahead and get in and start it up. Keep an eye on the oil pressure light, which I'm sure is going to take a few seconds to go out because it's got a brand new oil filter, which is empty. Now, I oiled the bearings and everything real good as I assembled them. So I may hear a little bit of knocking for a few seconds, but hopefully it goes away pretty quick. And then I'll just let it run for a little bit, checking for leaks. And hopefully everything goes good. All right, let's see what happens. Seems like it's going okay. Let it just idle for a bit, and then I'll give it a little rev or two. Not really hearing an exhaust leak. Oil pressure light went out pretty quick right after it made some noise. I'm surprised the battery light's still on because I plugged the charger back in. I was thinking that would trick it to thinking, that's actually funny, no check engine light, because I had not disconnected the battery since it's been sitting. But I had a check engine light for an evap code, which I'm not sure. It's not the gas cap, I know that, and I've checked a lot of the hoses and lines, vacuum lines and all that stuff, and there's a solenoid thing here, evap solenoid, whatever they call it. There's one here up, I think it's I don't know if this is part of it or it's underneath the intake a little bit there. But there's another one in the back and underneath the car, which I've checked it, I've looked, I don't see anything obvious. So I don't know if it's just one of the solenoid valves or what, but I haven't had a chance to check it. So I am hearing a little bit of that exhaust leak. So, but no oil leaks, which was kind of my, big concern. So let's see if what it sounds like with a little rev here. A little bit of a tapping noise that, I don't know, I'm hoping it's just that exhaust leak and not anything to do with the rods or mains that I did. So, alright, well I'm going to let it run for about 10 minutes. Make sure everything kind of looks good. I may try putting a little C-clamp. I got some real tiny C-clamps I might be able to fit on that just to squeeze it together, because see if that doesn't make that noise go away. But alrighty guys, well I'll keep you posted on the status, and thanks for watching.